Knife, one of the hosts here, and probably the one with the worst camera angle and probably personality. But with that being said, we're going to try out this deck profile, aren't we? Right, so it's Cyber Dragons, so there's a lot of machinery in here, so don't operate this deck if you're, under the influence. Right, so we're running 3 Cyber Dragon Hertz. Reason being is if you discard Cyber Dragon Hertz via the effect of other cards, or from deck or hand, or even on field, basically if it's just sent to the graveyard, you can search a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard or your deck and add it to your hand. Best part about that is every Cyber Dragon card becomes Cyber Dragon when it's in the graveyard, so you can add that to hand. But if you're searching from deck, it has to be the actual original Cyber Dragon, which is still very good, to be fair. Next, we are running 3 Cyber Dragon Core. Reason we're running Core is because, well, it's basically the core. When you summon it, you get any Cyber spell or trap to hand, which is very good. And also, if it's in the graveyard and your opponent has monsters and you don't, you can banish it and bring in any Cyber Dragon, well, a Cyber Dragon from your deck. Like any Cyber Dragon, so you can bring in Hertz, you can bring in Dre, you can bring in the actual Cyber Dragon. So, yeah, you want to run that. Next, because we're going by levels and not by the actual names of cards, we're going with 2 Symphonic Warrior guitars. Reason being, it's got its own little engine. Basically, you discard a card from your hand, especially on the Symphonic Warrior, which I'm actually going to quickly skip part of the deck to be able to explain what Symphonic Warrior you're going to bring it out. And that is Symphonic Warrior Guitar mics. Warrior mics. The reason that you're going to be bringing in mics is because it's a level 5, so you can go into your Xyz in this deck a bit easier. And also for the sheer fact of it allows you to have a second double summon. So like, say you normal summoned Core. Effect of guitar, discard a card, bring in your mics. Vector mics now, I could just tribute over my Core to go into a normal Cyber Dragon or anything in this deck that I want to. It makes it a bit easier, a bit more fluid, and whoever wants to say no to another normal summon. I know I don't. Next, Cyber Dragon Dre. The reason we're running Dre at 3 is because when you normal summon it, all Cyber Dragons on the field become level 5, which means if Core's on the field or Hertz is on the field, they become level 5 and you can go straight into, like the Xyz. Or you can use Dre itself. Not bad. Also, if it's banished from anywhere, you can target one Cyber Dragon on your side of the field and it can't be targeted. Not bad, not bad. Next, we're running 2 Cyber Dragon Via. Reason we're running 2 Via is basically if you normal summon any Cyber Dragon, whether it be Dre, Cyber Dragon, Core, Hertz, it special summons itself. It's just an additional body on field for links, which is good because with the new meta with links and that, Cyber Dragons did go down a little bit, but with the addition of Via and its own link, Cyber Dragons are back, baby. Next, we'll be running 2 Inspector Borders. Reason being, it's searchable off of Cyber Repair Plant, which basically we'll go through later. But you can search Inspector Border from deck, and it's a normal summon that allows you to basically go, hey, you can't use monster effects, basically. It's basically a stall card. You can use it to stall your opponent out, and it's searchable, so no reason to not run it, in my personal opinion. Run it at 2 low because you don't always want to see it. If anything, it's good discard fodder, I guess. Next, 2 Honest. Reason I'm not running 3 is the sheer fact of I've got other cards in here I prefer to run other than a 3rd Honest. So 2 Honest is still a good number to run it out. Basically, I had 2 empty slots in my deck and I thought, Honest, why not? Honest is probably the better card out of everything I could put in here. So, not bad. If you don't know what Honest does, it's basically, hey, I've got a light monster, I discard Honest, and now you lose the battle between my light monster and your monster. Next, 3 Cyber Dragon. I feel like I have to say nothing. 3 Galaxy Soldier. Reason being, it's a level 5 that summons itself onto the field, where if you discard a card, again, discarding is a good idea because you're discarding Core to grave or you're discarding Hertz to grave, which then allows you to draw. But it has to be a light monster you discard, so that's why Inspector Border is in here too, so you can discard Inspector Border as well. And basically it searches another Galaxy Soldier from deck, and it's a level 5, so again you can go into Xyz. Not bad. Cyber Eltonin at 1. That's the end of the monsters. Cyber Eltonin is basically my plan B. So if I know you're going to wipe my board the next turn, because like I've seen you've added a Regeki to hand due to one of your traps or whatnot, I can activate Repair Plant, add Eltonin to hand, Wait for your turn to go. If you don't kill me that turn, I can banish all of my light machines to go into Elden, clear your monsters, and then just attack directly with a huge attack points, because I'll probably have a lot of light machines in the grave at the time. So not bad. Now we're going into spells. 3 cyber repair plants. This is what you're going to do to a search inspector border, but you can also search any light machine. So basically, if there's a Cyber Dragon engrave, which 9 times out of 10 there will be, because like you've used the effect of Galaxy Soldier to discard, or you summon Core and whatnot and so forth, you're going to have Cyber Dragons engraved. That allows you to search any light machine from your deck to your hand. If you also got the effect to shuffle a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard and add it back to your deck. But if you have 3 Cyber Dragons in your graveyard, you can shuffle and add at the same time, which is really good. A lot of people forget that effect, which is a very good effect. So basically, say I've got Hertz, Core, and Cyber Dragon engraved, right? I want to add Galaxy Soldier to hand, so I use Repair Plant. But I also want to have Core in main deck, so I can search another spell if I need to. So I'll shuffle Core back in, because I have 3. A lot of people forget that. It's a really useful effect. Next, 3 Cyber Rev System. Basically, this card allows you to target any Cyber Dragon engrave, as long as its name is Cyber Dragon. So most Cyber Dragon cards, if not all the Cyber Dragon cards I'm running, do call themselves Cyber Dragon while on field or engraved, so that's not a problem. You target one of them, special summon it to your side of the field, and it can't be destroyed by card effects. It's not bad. It's basically a monster reborn with an additional effect that's searchable, because obviously it's a cyber card, so you can use Core to search it. Very good card. I personally run it at 3 for that reason. Next, 2 Machine Dupe. The reason for 2 Machine Dupe is basically because Core counts itself as a Cyber Dragon, or any of my Cyber Dragons count themselves as Cyber Dragon while on field. If I have Core on field or Hertz on field, I can activate Machine Dupe, and that allows me to special summon just Cyber Dragon. So like, say I've got Core, summon him out, activate Machine Dupe, I now bring out 2 of these bad boys. Really good. Really good. Anyone who's played Cyber Dragons in the past knows that's been a combo for ages, but yep. Next, 1 Instant Fusion. The reason I'm running Instant Fusion is there's a monster in my extra deck that I can bring out that's a level 5 machine through the effect of Instant Fusion, which then means I can Xyz or I can link and whatnot. It's basically an extra body for 1,000 points. Not bad. Next, 1 Overload Fusion. Reason for Overload Fusion, basically I can fuse into one of my Trimeratechs from the graveyard. No reason not to. 1 Power Bond. I can double the attack of my fusions. I ain't going to say no to that. 1 Foolish Burial. Discard any Cyber Dragon or any monster from my main deck and send it to the grave. So say I want Core engrave to use its effect, or I want Hertz engrave to use its effect. Foolish Burial, send it immediately. Shouldn't have to explain that really, to be fair. 1 Monster Reborn. Again, I don't feel like I have to say it, but if your main boss monster dies, Monster Reborn it back. Nothing saying you can't. And then 1 Cybernetic Overflow. Reason for that is basically if it gets destroyed on your side of the field, you get to add any cyber spell or trap to hand. And if they don't negate the activation of the actual trap by destroying it and whatnot, you get to banish Cyber Dragons with different levels from your graveyard. And for each one that you banish, you destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field. Good. Next, we're going into the extra deck. You're going to be running 3 Nova, and then also 3 Infinity. Reason being is that's your main combo. You're going to go into Infinity in this deck. This is an Infinity Turbo. So you summon say 1 Cyber Dragon and 1 Dre. Dre made itself a level 5. Overlay Dre and Cyber Dragon go into a Nova. Effect of Nova, you can get rid of an overlay unit to special summon a Cyber Dragon engrave. So if you've got a Cyber Dragon already engraved, activate its effect, get rid of the Cyber Dragon as the overlay unit, not Dre, the official Cyber Dragon. Then target the Cyber Dragon you just detached and special summon it. Very good combo. And then Infinity, basically, hey, if you've got an attack point monster, I can steal that as an overlay unit. And I can negate an effect by getting rid of an overlay unit once per turn. Not bad. Next is the instant fusion target, Panzer Dragon. Reason we're running 1 Panzer Dragon is it's a level 5 for this machine, and you can use it for everything. Plus it's a light, so if you're running a light link, then you can still go into it. Not a bad card. Next, Trimeratech Rampage. Reason being is, it's a level 5, so you can go into Nova and Infinity with it. And also the sheer effect of you can send Cyber Dragons to the graveyard due to its own effect, where it basically, hey, get rid of as many side dragons. Like, you can send up to 2 light machines from your deck to the grave, and for each one that you sent, you get an additional attack that turn. Well, as that card gets an additional attack. So not bad. 1 Mega Fleet. Reason being is, hey, you've got a bunch of link monsters. Yeet. The only reason I'm running it. It basically yeets your opponent's boss monster out of the link zone. It's really good. 1 Cyber Twin. Really good card. It's basically Cyber Twin and Cyber End are just because I'm very nostalgic about the GX days. That's the only reason I'm running them, to be fair. So you could replace them with, I don't know, another Rampage and another Panzer and then run a second instant, whatever. I personally run them because it's really nostalgic for me. Next, run 1 Seeger. The only reason I'm only running 1 Seeger is the sheer fact of I personally have this thing where I only want to bring out Infinity. Seeger's very good, don't get me wrong. In fact, if you do get rid of the Twin and the End, I would recommend you put more Seegers in, personally. But personally, myself, I think Seeger's good enough as at 1. Plus, it's an expensive card, and I'm not exactly the most wealthy person out there. So, 1 Seeger is good enough for me. 1 Cleefort Genius. You want to go into more links, that's a very good link to go into. It's basically a link to, hey, you've got 2 machines. Also, I can negate a monster effect on my side of the field to negate one of your monster effects. If you have Cyber Dragon on field, Cyber Dragon has no effect on field that you care about. So just negate your Cyber Dragon, negate their card, done. And then for the final link, Summon Sorceress. Basically, hey, I want to bring out any of my machines, I will do that. So it's basically that. It's basically in this deck so I can go, hey, have this machine from my hand so I can special summon this machine from my deck. Really good, really good. So basically, hey, I'm going to give you, I don't know, Via if I have it in hand. And that allows me to go into Cyber Dragon, which then allows me to overlay with the other level 5 I have and go into Nova and then go into Infinity. It's a very good card to run for that exact reason. And with that, that is the end of my Cyber Dragons. Now, I can understand that I'm not the greatest at Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not going to deny that. But I feel like this is a fun Cyber Dragon build. If you guys want to build it this way, you can. But as I said, there are other ways you can build it. Like, instead of Instant Fusion, run 3 Machine Dupes maybe. Or run 2 Instant Fusions instead of having an Overload Fusion. And then go into 2 Panzers and whatnot and so forth. Whatever, it's your build. But this is personally my build. I ain't going to say it's the best build because it's far from that. I would never win YCS with this. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. Don't forget to subscribe to the team. We will be uploading daily if we can. It's both of us have consistency issues on our own channels, hence why we made this collab channel to hope to up our consistency. So like when he uploads, I won't upload, but then I'll upload when he can't upload, sort of thing. It's sort of like a consistency like sort of frame. We're trying to make it so more consistent. So don't forget to subscribe to the team. In a couple of days, what is it? Trying to think of the name. Soul Burner. My Soul Burner should turn up in the next couple of days, and I will be doing an opening on that. So be sure to stay subscribed for that.